Welcome to the arcade, everybody. We're back in Farming Sim 25, and I messed up. I got a seeder, rented a seeder. Unfortunately, it was not the right seeder. It didn't have the fertilizer attached, so I had to rent a fertilizer. So we're going to go turn this on, and we are going to fertilize the field real quick. This shouldn't take too long, so we should still be able to fertilize and seed in the same episode. It's just I completely blanked and got the wrong one. Thought it said that it fertilized as well, but when I went to put fertilizer in it, it's like, nah, I don't take this. And I was like, fail. So yeah, we're going to put one layer of fertilizer down, if I remember correctly, for the rice. I may not even have to do 2 passes with this, actually. Yeah, that's going to be it. 2 passes. That makes it easy. Yeah, I didn't think fertilizing this field would take much, but yeah. Now see if this shed actually was usable. I just dumped the fertilizer in there that we didn't use. Does that fertilizer go down even when I'm sitting still? Oh, it does. Oh, okay. Alright, so now I'm going to go grab the seeder. I'll be right back, guys. Alright, we're back. I've got the right seeder now. Alright, so let's line up here. I'm going to do my headlands last. As you can see, the headland is over there. So I'm going to try to do that last. Alright, let's let that down. Let's turn it on, and let's go. I can barely tell that it's even doing anything. We're going to try to be careful with this because I don't want to drive over the field too much. I don't know if long grain rice needs rolling or not. We're going to try to not roll it this time. And see what happens. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how this is going to work out, but we'll check it at the end when we're done. See what happens. I don't know if there's any guides online or not. There is a tutorial online. I don't know if I'll watch it or not. I don't own this field, so I'm not too worried about driving in it yet. Oh, let's see, there is a written guide as well. Alright, what you need to know. Cultivator, planter, harvester, and trailer. Step 1, build the field. Build a rice greenhouse, although I am not doing short grain. Plant rice. Use the tractor, cultivator, and planter to sow the saplings. Yeah, that talks about short grain rice. That doesn't give me long grain. Yeah, this shed I might definitely have to delete this shed. Sell the shed. It's just really in the way. And it has no real purpose, so I'm really not worried about it. Alright, so let's see. Your cultivation of long grain rice. Long grain rice is grown differently to normal rice. It is planted in a dry field and only flooded with water later. You don't need a special machine to sow it. You can do normal rice, da da da. So the decision is up to you. Once you've sown your rice, till the fields properly and the first strong shoots are appearing, it is time to activate the water pump. Let me get the next line going and then I'll continue reading. Anyway, long grain rice requires a different amount of water, and just like normal rice, must never be allowed to dry out or be flooded. So keep an eye on your rice plants, especially the weather, and check the water pump. While you have some flexibility with water level of long grain rice, the water level of normal rice must always remain constant. So apparently it has 4 growth stages. Alright. We'll figure it out, I guess, as we go. That gives me a little bit of insight, but not a whole lot of insight. Do I have crop circle already? Yeah, because if I remember, once those shoots come up, you can weed it at that point. But once you flood the field, you can no longer weed it. You're kind of stuck with the weeds at that point. I mean, I might watch a video on it. I don't know. Right now, I'm kind of trying to figure it out on my own. But I do remember hearing some things, so... But I've never actually done it. And since this is our field, I am taking a little more care in how we do it. You know what? Let's move forward a little bit. Now let's put it down and turn it on. Hopefully the internet doesn't yell at me that, oh, yeah, you need to be in a field. I am in a rice field. Still excited that we're doing our own field finally. And we're doing rice. We're going to become rice kings. Actually, these are the only two fields that I'm going to have as rice. I'll be bluntly honest with you. I'm only doing 2 fields of rice. Although it would be kind of fun to have the entire map turned to rice, but fortunately your fields have to be very flat. And eventually we're going to have to buy another tractor, one that we can put forks on. We'll see how this crop does because, like I said, we've got a lot of equipment to buy. We've got a cultivator, we've got a seeder, we've got a fertilizer, weeder, harvester, harvest header, trailer. Although once we get the harvester up here, we're no longer going to need the trailer. Might still buy a trailer just in case, you know. So yeah, we'll see how it does. We got a long way to go though, just for this one field. Like I said, offline I am going to be doing some jobs as well. Oh, you might notice that from the time I fertilized to now, our money jumped up by 10 grand. I did find a collectible in between there. There's a shed down at the end of the road that I spotted, and I was like, I wonder if there's a collectible in it. And sure enough, there was. I have no idea how many collectibles there are on the map. I don't know how many I've already got. I know it's not too many. Wasn't really worried about doing the collectible hunting thing. Too busy trying to accumulate money to buy stuff. And I mean, yeah, I could actually cheat and go around the entire map, get all the collectibles, and I think it's like I think it's 10,000 per, and there's 25 of them, so it's like 250,000. I'm guessing, I'm not 100% sure, because I have never collected them all. In which case, if that is the case, maybe it would be worthwhile going through and collecting them all. Just because then I can buy the harvester for sure. Oh, that'd be so cheating. I mean, I don't know. What do you guys think? Is that cheating if I do that? Guess the biggest question is, can I live with it on my conscience? And the answer is yes, I could, but will I be sticking to the true nature of this at that point in time? Probably not. But eventually we're going to get off task anyway, because eventually we're going to have all the equipment we need to continue working the fields, and then money will eventually become no object. We'll be making enough money off the fields to buy the equipment, which I'm hoping that this field allows us to be able to purchase equipment. Because the less money we spend on leasing stuff, the more money we make. Like right now, I'm not going to make a lot off this field, but if we can make money off of this field, enough to purchase a piece of equipment or two, then that makes it worthwhile. In which case, I will stop doing the jobs and we will just keep fast forwarding time and doing this field over and over and over again. Once we get done with the field, we'll go around, take a look, see how it looks. Being as we've now cultivated it, we've fertilized it, and we're seeding it. Let's see what the yield looks like. We are going to do a second fertilizer. I just need to figure out when to do the second fertilizer. I believe it is before we flood the field. Not 100% sure though. We're going to do it before we flood it, unless I find something that says otherwise. just because I feel that it needs to be done before it's flooded, so I didn't see anything yet saying anything different. And I mean, of course, if you guys know, leave it in the comments. Let me know. I love how that thing slams with a clunk. Clunk. There you go. Yeah, I can't wait till we start having our own equipment. I mean, we got our own tractor right now, but it's just going to be so much nicer once we have all of our own equipment. I know we're still a very, very, very long way away from that, but we are getting there. Why does it look like those black bars sway out? Do they? Oh, there we go. Open cover, open cover. Oh. Unload, open cover. Okay, so it's still giving me the ones for that. I need just the ones for the tractor. We're almost done with our rice field. Maybe it wasn't such a good idea to come around this. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to come on here. Now we're going to go ahead and turn that on. And away we go. The weirdest part is I'm doing all this and trying to be careful and everything, and when it comes down to it, if I do a second fertilizer on it, we're just going to put tracks in it. But we'll see. We shall see. Already put over an hour on this tractor? Whew. Alright, let's go around this way. Let's spin around here. It's in a rice field. Let it go. There you go. This is really the one that scares me because we've got to stop short. Because eventually we are going to own these fields. So we don't want to damage the crops. Ah, that wasn't good. Try that again. Come on, register that it's in a rice field. There you go. Giants, you may want to take a look at that. It doesn't like to register the that's in a rice field. Hopefully this one field makes us rich. Rich beyond belief. Yeah, right. I know I'm dreaming. What I really should do is stick a windmill up there as well. I mean, I guess it could have an underground well. I'm guessing that's how they work. There we go. That's it. We have now planted our first rice field. Alright, let's unload here. There we go. Leave that sitting there. Let's go down and check the field. That shed's probably not going to be there in the next episode, just so you know. Now, what is that? Oh, it says long grain rice. Okay. We are 100% fertilized. We are plus 87%. Yield bonus. Nice. So we might not have to put a second fertilizer in this? Not sure. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for me today. I want to thank you all for watching. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. We are still trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, so hopefully you guys will help me out. And we will see you all in the next one. Have a great day, everybody.